Oh, good evening, everyone. I'm Jane Fonda. Welcome to the Graham Norton Show.
Because we've got some great guests on the show for you tonight. Really good. And the thing is, that's not always the case. I mean, not so long ago, I found a massive, disgusting wine stain on it. Yeah. But now, I am sensing excitement in the room. Are you all excited? Yeah! And I think I know why. Yes, it's been another exciting week of Brexit talks. They're going well, aren't they? Yeah. I tell you, they're saying now, if we don't get a deal, it could lead to planes not taking off, the country running out of medicines. I mean, who knew Brexit would be so difficult to organise? Well, that's right, everybody. Yeah, everybody knew that. I'm not saying the EU are giving the UK a hard time, but here's Angela Merkel and Donald Tusk getting ready to meet David Davis. The Dave Black Jackson. Listen, we've got a great sofa of guests for you tonight, including later a first-time visit to the show by Hollywood legend Jane Fonda. I know. How exciting is that? Starred in so many of my favourite films, a producer, political activist. She even created the original workout video. I know, because that video is so influential. It helped millions of women to get fit and developed right-hand muscles in a generation of young men. You know who you are. Plus, later we'll also have music and chat from the Irish pop sensation, Niall Horan. He'll be there. He'll be right over there. But let's get my first guest on. He went from banging drums and shooting stars to creating some of the most iconic sketch characters of all time in Little Britain. Here to talk about his new memoir, it's Matt Lucas, everybody. Shot the fame after his award-winning performance in Breaking Bad. Now he's bringing a stage version of the classic film Network to the National Theatre. Please welcome Bryan Cranston! Oh, yes, it is! Hello! Good to see you! My friend, how are you? And we have the two leads of new film The Killing of a Sacred Deer. One is the Golden Globe-winning star of In Bruges and The Lobster. The other is the Oscar-winning star of The Hours, Moulin Rouge and Big Little Lies. Please welcome Colin Farrell and Nicole Kidman. Lovely to see you. Oh, good to see you back. I feel like you're my roommate. I see you so often, Nicole.
I am on this show. I think I'm one of the most frequently...
No, seriously, you're here a lot.
Yeah.
After me, the most often... Yeah, really. Now, of course, the two of you just come from your premiere.
Yeah.
At the London Film Festival.
Yeah.
I would have worn this even if I didn't have a premiere to come on this esteemed show.
Of course you would. Listen, we'll talk about the film in a bit, but this is an odd thing. The couch have all worked together. Nicole and Matt, you've worked together.
Yes.
I've held a knife to your throat.
Yes, you have. Wow.
Just before they came on.
Yeah.
But oddly...
Upside down.
Upside down. I was upside down. We did Paddington together. Are you in the sequel?
No.
Nor am I. No.
That scene obviously didn't work then.
No.
There you are hanging upside... Was that really you hanging upside down?
Yeah, I think that's me, yeah.
Yes, I was worried. I was worried the blood was running to your head and you were going to get brain damage or something.
Oh, it did happen.
I suddenly went, oh. But they did. They had you upside down for a long time.
Quite a while, yeah, and it's really, really hard to act upside down. It's really hard to remember. You should try doing an episode of this show upside down.
It's a terrible idea.
Let's start now.
No, but the two of you worked together in Total Recall, the new Total Recall.
Yeah, the new, much better, improved. Yes.
It was great to work with him.
Is that an Irish accent?
Hybrid Irish-Austrian hybrid?
I was doing the Austrian, yeah.
But there were stunts in that film, but you got injured.
It's better when you don't say
Well, I
words.
did get injured. You know, do you I don't know if you remember this, but
I'll never forget.
So we did I was his antagonist, and we were having this climax scene, and it was in a puddle.
Careful.
I'm going to watch this film again.
Doesn't make the final cut, darling. Nobody knew about that. Go on, carry on.
Well, we did two versions of the ending.
One happy
ending. So there was this pool of water about 8-9 inches deep.
Just enough. Just enough.
He was all the way in there.
The show's just started.
Oh my gosh.
Ladies and gentlemen, Jane Fonda.
And we were wrestling and fighting and trying to knife each other to death. And they heated this water for us because we were in it for quite a while. But the problem is that every crew member was also stepping in it. So they would come in, do makeup, hair, wardrobe, lighting. The script person would come in, the director would come, all bringing their shoes into this pool of water. And we were splashing after splashing. Well, at the end of it, what happened was that I got pink eye in both of my eyes. I got pink eye, and then he told me that he actually defecated in the water. I thought, how ingenious to foil your antagonist that way.
You just see me now with my trousers around my ankles, squatting, saying, "Please, oh Lord, if you can hear me, give Bryan Cranston pink eye."
And he answered.
I saw it. I went to see it in the cinema. You were very butch.
Oh, thank you. That's what he was talking about. Bit of a stretch for me, but
Hey, listen. The Killing of a Sacred Deer. It goes on general release on Friday the 3rd of November. And I have no idea how to describe this film. I've watched it. So, but luckily I don't have to. You guys are here.
Oh.
Off you go.
Nicole, take it away. I hung Rachel Weisz as well when we were here for The Lobster. What do you think? What's it about? I don't know, 2 hours?
I mean, it's called The Killing of a Sacred Deer, which already lures you in, right?
Yeah.
It's a director called Yorgos Lanthimos, who directed Dogtooth, and he directed The Lobster. And he's a very particular filmmaker, and we both love him.
Mm-hmm.
And the film is like nothing you've ever seen before.
That is true.
Kind of is, yeah.
No, and even because I think if anybody saw The Lobster, I loved The Lobster.
It's very
Even
different.
that doesn't prepare you for this, because it is funny in parts, but it's dark.
Mm-hmm.
Well, he thinks he made an out-and-out comedy, doesn't he, the director? He's bananas.
Well, I mean, he wrote the screenplay with his screenwriter. The two of them, you say...
Efthymis.
Efthymis is his name.
Philippou, I think.
They're Greek.
Philippou.
They're both Greek.
Philippou.
And they won the screenplay award at Cannes. I think they won that for The Lobster as well. They're wonderful, wonderful writers. So.
And you play a married couple, and
Yes.
you're a surgeon.
Yes, a heart surgeon, cardiothoracic surgeon, and the film opens up with an image of a heart filling the screen that's beating, and they actually shot a real live oh my God, triple bypass, quadruple bypass on the day, and they had, it was very bizarre. I was there, it was gnarly.
It looks amazing in the film.
No, you know the way when you walk into...
He doesn't look well.
No.
Well, he signed off on it, your man.
Is he okay?
Yeah, he made it. He's out playing golf. No, what time is it in Cincinnati? But he signed off on it and he okayed it, and the operation was a massive success, and it was all in focus.
And you were there. Did it smell of meat?
Well, that's the thing. I mean, you walk into a barbecue restaurant and you smell burning flesh, and if you have any carnivorous inclinations, you go, ooh, mouth-watering. This all smells really good. When you know it's a human being, it's not quite as...
It smells like it's cooking.
Well, yeah, because what they do is they cut the skin and then they start cauterizing the bleeding as it's going. But my favourite...
Good noise.
That sounded a bit fetishistic, but my favourite bit was when they sawed through the sternum.
Why were you there?
I was looking for directions to get out. And they get the fingers in there. But amazing, like really disturbing. And the only person that couldn't leave, because we all took different turns to step out, because I went green. I thought, shit, I'm going over, and I could feel myself. I got very nauseous. But the only person that couldn't was the focus puller. In films, they have a focus puller who literally is watching the monitor, and wherever the focus is placed, they're moving a dial to keep the lens moving to. And the poor fucking focus puller had to stay there the whole time.
You just said...
Oh, shit. Oh. The poor focus puller was green and he was... you know, but...
Did you say it was a quadruple bypass?
Yeah, there's such a thing.
So it was only supposed to be a single one, but they had to do 4 takes. Yeah.
I grew up watching medical films because my mother was my dad was a doctor and my mum was a nurse educator, and they would come home and that's what we'd have to watch as kids.
Oh my God!
Medical films.
Really?
No, well, medical films like.
All right, kids, here we go.
Yes, literally.
I was watching Baywatch.
And that's how I learn about sex and everything from that. Ooh. They would bring home, you know, films to, you know, to educate
medical
children.
Films.
Yes, this is what happens.
Okay, yeah.
I believe you may have heard it here first.
And we would sit and watch.
Really?
You
As
know.
a family, squirming with
Well,
embarrassment.
they were behind us and we'd be like, oh, are you kidding? Oh and yeah, but I knew everything. I went to school with all the info.
All right, let's have a look at a clip. This is the two of you attending a charity gala.
The guy that made it told me what was in it. No, I can't remember now. But it is very refreshing. Would you like one?
No, thank you.
Hey, try it. It's really delicious. You can use a straw. I haven't touched it.
He hasn't had a drink in 3 years. High GGTs, elevated transaminases.
Well, good on you for not drinking.
Well, I won't say no to a cocktail if you're offering.
Of course, I'll get you one right away.
We should go soon.
Yeah,
It's early.
He's got surgery in the morning. He needs to get some sleep.
It's still early.
we've got surgery in the morning.
Fine, okay. How are the kids?
They're doing very well. Bob has started piano lessons. The teacher says he's very talented. Now we have to get him one so he can practice at home. I just haven't gotten around to it yet. I'm renovating the clinic. I'm on the phone all day.
Our daughter started menstruating last week. Yes, she was a little scared, but she's okay now. You haven't seen her in ages.
Not since last summer at the school choir. Recital.
You and Mary should come over one night for dinner. You really shouldn't stay late either. Drink that cocktail you ordered, get yourself home. You've got to be at the hospital in 6 hours. Time to go, darling?
Yes.
Good night.
Good night, Matthew.
There they go. And it gets weirder and weirder and weirder. I must also mention Big Little Lies,
yes,
and how great that was, and how great you are in it. And there you all are. And the Best Actress Emmy, because that was a tough category.
Unbelievable.
I know.
But I mean, I really feel like that Reese and I won that together because... No, we did. Well, I mean...
I don't think she feels that way.
But then we won for this... Stop it, Graham. Then we won... But I mean, it really is, and any actor will tell you this, when you...
I'm with him.
I feel we won it together, and...
I feel she won it.
You stole it. Yeah. Give it back.
Yeah, she was great.
We've got a picture.
But because we produced it as well, and it was so much work to get it to the screen and then to have it sort of embraced in the way it was. So it really is ours, and also Laura's and Shailene's and Zoe. I mean, the 5 of us worked our butts off to get that thing made and produced, and it's been a fantastic journey.
And we've got a picture of you at the Emmys. There you are, being graduated by Alexander Skarsgård.
You are so provocative, Graham. Why are you showing that?
It's a lovely moment of celebration,
I
Nicole.
kissed my husband too.
Well, he is right there.
It looks like Keith is applauding the kiss. He's... That's a good kiss.
Yeah, good kiss, guys. Well done, everybody. Actually,
I did kiss him because, but you got to understand, I did everything with Alex. I'm like, you know, that...
We saw it.
All right, I'm backing off. I've got an amazing, supportive, gorgeous husband who I love more than anything in the world. And I gave Alex a congratulatory kiss, and he's like a mannequin.
Yes.
I mean, not a mannequin.
Very quickly, the last time we were here, actually, Keith was here with you, and he was being very tight-lipped about your 50th birthday celebration.
Oh, right.
So what had he organised?
He did some fireworks and other stuff.
And we'll draw a veil there.
A bouncy cans. Bouncy castle.
Donkey rides.
Yeah, candy floss.
balloon modelling. It was great. Now, Brian Cranston, now you've been married. Have you been married 30 years yet?
Not yet. Close.
Very close.
29.
Never going to make it.
Never going to make it.
Yeah. Good. And now, in your book, you tell a story of young love. I think you were on your honeymoon in Europe.
Yes.
And you were on you were driving but on a train?
We went to our travel agent to talk about this. We were mid-30s when we got married, and we knew that we wanted to start a family. So this was like it. We wanted this honeymoon to be really spectacular. Spent 5 weeks in Europe, and it was all over. So we started in Switzerland. We were going to rent a car and then go to Italy. And the travel agent says, oh, by the way, instead of driving around the Alps up and over, you take a train. It's a flatbed car. It takes 3 cars, bumper to bumper, on a flatbed car. And then they put, and then you go through the Alps. By the way, he says, wink, wink, there are 3 tunnels. The first tunnel is about 5 minutes. The second tunnel is about 8 to 10 minutes. The third tunnel is 50 minutes long.
Oh.
If you're a honeymooner, and I said, say no more. I'll give you the whole thing. So I told my wife, and she exhaled and said, okay. We're on the train. There's a van in front of us with a bunch of Italian families in front. And behind us, I mean, as close as you are, I can see the people behind us. 2 couples, 2 Italian couples. And so we start going, and we go into and it's a massive experience, emotionally and physically. And the wind is whipping through, and it's pitch dark. You cannot see anything. Wow. And it's fascinating. And we come out of the tunnel into the station, and I say to Robin, that's one. We go up, we start again, we go through the second. Pitch dark, can't see anything. We come out of it, that's 2. And she's like, oh, God. We start the third tunnel, wait till it's absolutely pitch dark. Here we go. It's a small rental with a stick shift. And I'm like trying to get my trousers off. She's trying to lower her chair. And we can't see anything. You cannot see anything. So it's all by feel. And it's like, what's that? Awesome. And amazing. One thing I learned for sure is that never be completely nude when transferring from one seat over the stick shifter. Keep your trousers on and do it afterward.
Then decant.
Well,
See, funny, I would recommend it, but that's... Sorry,
No, So we are in flagrante, as they say. And I don't know where to put my hands or something. And my wife is just, come on, just, Now, what's happening is that my eyes are adjusting. I can see her profile. She's a beautiful woman. Love her with all my heart. And I can see her, and it's her pretty face, and it's great. And I think the eyes are getting... No, the eyes aren't getting used to total pitch black. What happened is that we were coming to a station. And we came... Boom! Sunlight, everything. Now imagine I'm like this, right, on top of my... And I can see the 2 couples, the Italian couples, in the car behind us with their wine. And they're going, and the women are going, stop it, stop it. And my wife says those 3 words to you, who every husband wants to hear. Get off me. So I get off, the Italian family, the grandmother's turning the heads of the children, and I'm struggling to put my trousers back on. And I never found out, we never found out, if this was a gag, if this travel agent did this on purpose, knew all along it wasn't 50 minutes, it was more like 15.
15 minutes though, man.
15.